Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. So Drg-Drshya Viveka is the text we will look at. It's a very beautiful text, and it's extra special to me because it was the first text that I heard Pujya Swamiji unfold. Some people will remember in 2000, some of us along with Swami Brahmaprajnananda had gone to Anikatti for the first time. So the Arshavidya Gurukulam in Anikatti, and Pujya Swamiji was doing Drg-Drshya Viveka over 2 weeks, if I am not mistaken. A text, Drg-Drshya Viveka, which has been written by Adi Shankaracharya, also attributed to Vidyaranya Muni, and also attributed to his teacher. So we don't exactly know who has written it, but it's a very special text to me because I think for the first time I heard Vedanta unfolded by Pujya Swamiji. Of course, I had heard Swami Brahmaprajnananda also unfold before that other texts. And being in a very immersive environment like the ashram allows, and going to Dakshinamurti temple, and being a part of the whole schedule, which is a very intensive, very immersive schedule, but allowing for a lot of relaxation also. So for 2 weeks, we, like Rasikas, we reveled in the joy of Drg-Drshya Viveka. So I love this text. It has 46 verses. We will only focus on the first 21. Because with 21 verses, the text is pretty much complete. And as with all Vedanta texts, it is unfolding the reality, or rather the mahavakya, Tattvamasi, you are that, you are Bhagavan. So the teaching is complete with the first 21 verses. And then after that, there are different meditations. There is a little more elaboration on the other aspects of these topics that are unfolded in Vedanta. Generally, you know, who the individual is, what is the nature of bandha, bondage, what explains the suffering, who is Bhagavan, if at all, what is his reality, is there a relationship between Jiva, the individual, and Bhagavan? This is pretty much the landscape within which we are all playing. Then Drg-Drshya Viveka, it emphasizes a little bit more on the individual, or rather what we refer to as tvam pada. Pada word, tvam you. So there is much more unfolding there. And it is a prakarana grantha. So a grantha, a text that elaborates on certain topics that are definitely in line with the Upanishads, but more elaboration is done just in case some areas in the Upanishads were not clear, and for our dense minds, maybe some more elaboration is required. And different teachers across generations have done that. So Viveka, the word. It comes from which dhatu? Prithak karane means separating. You are separating. Karane, you are not dividing, but you are sort of separating. I thought Advaita is about non-duality, oneness. You start only with separation. What is this? Come on. Well, this Viveka or Prithak Karane is really required. You know, this discerning, the enquiry is required only if there is a mix-up. Okay, if two things are mixed up, one is confused for the other, only then this discerning inquiry is required. Otherwise, we don't require it at all. Sometimes I like my in-laws, sometimes I don't like. What is it really? You know, ekam vada nishchitya, it's okay. I can live with the paradox, it's not a problem. Is this turquoise? Is this aqua? Is this steel? Which shade is it? I am confused. It's okay, you know, unless you're an interior decorator, you're working a lot with colors, or you're working with, you know, designing, then it makes a big difference. Just to decide on the color of a brand, there can be meetings and meetings and meetings. But here, you know, the Viveka, it's not so required, okay? There are so many areas in our lives where we can get on with whatever we are doing and the confusion can remain. So then what is the Viveka we are looking at in Vedanta? And why? So the question, why bother, really has to be answered by us recognizing the implications of aviveka. When there is confusion in my life, when there is conflict, when life feels full of sorrow, then it's likely that I have concluded that I am matter. I have lot of physical problems, aches, pains, this, that, the other. Or I am suffering because others are suffering around me. You see, I am a very sensitive soul. So whatever it is, I am matter. That is my conclusion. Entrenched, not even questioned. So I, the Atma, is mixed up with matter. Not even mixed up, it is matter only. I is matter, that's all. Okay? And then whatever happens to matter matters to me. Right? So much weight put on during lockdown, my goodness. Or something else has happened, some new aches and pains have happened. Anybody who works on the laptop will get something sooner or later. Carpal tunnel, frozen shoulder, these are very typical. Sciatica, I know I've been there, that's why I'm telling. So, typical matter. Then so much pain. And then all the things that you're trying, they work, sometimes they don't, sometimes they take a long time. So I am matter, I am suffering, I want to get rid of it. This is a result of aviveka, okay? Or I am my emotions. You know, I ask my psychology students, in 1 minute, tell me about your favorite movie. Then they start, oh, my favorite movie was this. I felt so nice when I saw that movie. It resonated so deeply with me. I had never seen a story like that. 1 minute has passed, talking about feelings and emotions. Hello, what was the name of the film? Can you please share a little bit about the plot? Please give me data here. And then you can, of course, you're welcome to talk about your feelings and emotions, etc., etc. But for this person, it's all about what I feel. So therefore, there is the result of aviveka. I am my emotions. When I'm feeling good, life is great. When I'm not feeling good, then life is horrible. One more confusion. I am my emotions. Okay? And if I say this, you'll say, what else is there? Of course I am my emotions. How can you be so insensitive to my emotions, you know? You all should learn sensitivity. We will send you for sensitivity training. You need to be a little more thoughtful. Don't be dismissive like that. This is not right. I can get one nice lecture about this, okay? Because I have touched a part of you that is raw. I am my emotions conclusion. Or I open the paper, I don't know, I'm reading all this about cryptocurrency. I don't know whether I should invest or not. I am waiting for India's digital currency. So I thought I will invest, but then now, you know, I cannot. And then shall I invest in NFTs? What shall we do? So no matter what I learn, it's all very confusing and it bothers me because I'm ignorant about this area. What are these people talking about? This is like another language. Please speak to me in English. You know, what is this Ethereum and Bitcoin and whatever else? Oh, okay. So this ignorance that is there, it bothers me because I cannot have a sensible conversation with these people I really admire. I am my ignorance. Conclusion. All our intellectual problems because of this mix-up that I am my ignorance. So what has happened is, as a result of aviveka, you know, not enough viveka, there is mix-up, there is confusion. I am my body, I am my mind, I am my emotions, I am my ignorance, and therefore anything that happens to body, mind, emotions, ignorance, mine and others, okay, whatever is happening to them and whatever is happening to me causes me suffering. I may not want all this Ananda all you guys in Vedanta talk about, but I definitely want relief from suffering. We are all on the same page regarding this. And so, in their love and generosity, all our gurus have said, hey, there is a way out, and the way out is viveka. So you inquire and investigate into what is the nature of you, what is the nature of this world, and so on and so forth. Okay? We don't quite know where we land up with this inquiry, but let's just question it. What you have taken to be real, is it really real? Or it is like, you know, plants nowadays, they are actually artificial, but they look real. Though these are real, okay? But still, so still you'll have to touch them. Sometimes even if you touch them, they have been made so beautifully. Then you smell them, then of course they are artificial. Anyway, so this, what is reality, is our inquiry. Because being in touch with reality is being sane, right? Sanity, that we are all agreed on. So if you start talking weird things, then we have a special place for you. But more or less, if we are agreed on our madness, then this world is okay for all of us. Okay. So I want to break free. You know, Queen, remember? Some of you all may remember. So it was a very catchy song. And of course, extremely talented Freddie Mercury. But it struck a chord for everyone who loved it, who still sings it like an anthem. I want to break free. I want to break free from the limitations that I experience. And body, mind, emotions seem like limitations, right? So now, how to inquire? Shall we have a process of voting and we go with majority? No, we can't do that. So Viveka is trying to Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka. You are discerning what is Nitya, what is eternal, and what is Anitya, what is temporary. Before we get to Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka, we have to figure out what is Dharma, Adharma. In a particular situation, you have to figure out what is helpful, what is not helpful. So you ask a naturopath, or not naturopath, there's somebody who believes in naturopathy. They may believe that the banana and the banana peel both are nutritious. Okay. In fact, some people may say, it's okay, you take the banana, I will take the peel. Now, maybe, I don't know, okay, it's possible banana peel is also nutritious. But most of us would prefer to stick with the fruit, banana, I'm guessing, yeah. So that much, discrimination. Discrimination here is not, the word is limiting word. So that's why we prefer to stick with Viveka only. You're not putting anything down, okay? You're just discerning through a process of inquiry. And what are you discerning actually? Two words are being used, drik and drishyā. So, drishyā means that which is seen, and drik is the seer. Okay, so we can, with that background, now go into the text. Rūpam drishyam locanam drik, drishyam drik mānasam, drishyā dhī-vrittayah sākshī, drigeva na tu drishyate. Very stunning verse. And the subsequent verses are an elaboration of the first. So what is the first verse saying? It starts with where we are, our experience. And what does our experience say? That this world consists of 5 different kinds of objects. So the objects that can be experienced on the basis of sight, rūpa, form, name, color, form. Rasa, taste. Okay, certain things you will taste. Gandha, fragrance, smell. Okay. Sparsha, what you touch. Or what, different textures and so on. Rūpa, rasa, gandha, sparsha. Shabda, what you hear. So, whatever we describe as, oh, I had a great experience, you are talking about how good was the sight, the sound, the taste, the flavor, the fragrance, the touch. Any experience, you try and unpack it. That's the world of experiences, that's the world of objects. And for that we have 5 means of knowledge. So our sense organs. And we have a very beautiful name in Sanskrit for it. It is Jnanendriya. So Jnanendriya, that which gives us knowledge. Okay, these indriyas, the sense organs that give us jnanam. Rūpam, this particular form, rūpam actually stands for the world of experiences, okay, and we'll see as we go along. Let's say it's a picture of Maldives, okay, rūpam, or maybe you are really in Maldives, either way, okay. Rūpam, drishyam, all, the beach, the sand, and the turquoise blue waters, and the palm trees swaying in the breeze. Oh, all of that. Rūpam drishyam. All that is seen. Then, who is the seer? Who is the drik? Drik is locanam, the eyes. Eye is the seer. Is eye always the seer? No. That drik, locanam is eyes. That locanam is the seer only with respect to sights. But when you are straining your eyes to read what is the doctor's prescription, somehow they have a fantastic handwriting, most of them. Okay, you're trying to decipher what is this. Only the pharmacy will understand the handwriting. You are struggling. I mean, I'm not saying this about all doctors. The general reputation is such. You are straining and straining. Then you see, okay, let me find some magnifying glass. I will, So you know how you have to use your eyes such that you are able to read the prescription or make sense of it. So what was locanam, drik, while watching Maldives is now become drishyam. It is seen, it is an object of your awareness. And who is the one that is who is observing? It is mānasam. Mānasam, the mind. Your mind is saying, okay, strain your eyes or move away or wear your spectacles, borrow someone's spectacles, etc., etc. So the mānasam mind is the drik when it is in context to the sight, drishyam. Then the mind, how are you feeling today? Or what are you planning to have for lunch? Something you're going to say? So the vrittis, vritti is a word for thoughts, okay? Mind is vritti pravaha, flow of thoughts. Dhī-vrittayah, plural. We don't have only one thought. So many thoughts. Dhī here stands for the mind. So to reply to me, what are you going to have for lunch? I mean, for those who are in this time zone. Or what did you eat for dinner? Something you'll say, you either are going into your memory bank or you are looking at what you're going to do in the future. The vritti, okay, the thought, you are able to answer. Even if you are confused about something, no, I don't quite understand what you're saying. What did you say? Okay, whatever that is. Dhī-vrittayah is drishyā, it is seen. By whom? The Sakshi. Who is this creature? This Sakshi is you. Drigeva natu drishyate. Beautiful. Sakshi, always the drik. Eva. Always, never can the Sakshi be seen. What is Sakshi? Sakshi we could translate as the witness or the seer or the observer. So sakshat ananya apekshaya ikshate prakashayati iti sakshi. Sakshat ananya apekshaya does not need help from anyone else. Okay, Sakshi doesn't need spectacles to illumine the mind. The mind is illumined because Sakshi is there. Ikshate, sees clearly. Sees as in illumines, makes known. Prakashayati, iti Sakshi. So that which illumines without help from anything, anyone, that which always is Sakshi. Beautiful. Sakshat ananya apekshaya ikshate prakashayati iti Sakshi. So here it's like the sun illumines. We say that. We are constrained by language when we say the sun illumines, the sun shines. So it's like a verb, isn't it? So verb means you can decide, I can do today, I may not do, right? I can attend, I may not attend. Options are always open because kriya pada, verb implies action, action implies karta, doer. But here Sakshi is ever illumining. Why? Because that is the nature. So like the sun, ever illumining, not little more, little less, sometimes different, mood nahi hai aaj, not like that. Ever illumining, Drk-Drshya na tu drishyate. So Sakshi is self-revealing and so on. So through this drik and drishya, what we are going to see is the confusion that has taken place, and therefore we are trying to inquire into the nature of all that is experienced, which we are referring to as drishyam, and what is the nature of the experiencer, the drik, the one who sees, the one who experiences, because all experiences we will put under drishyam, that which is an object of your awareness. So this is just the, the sort of summary verse that is presented right at the beginning. So for those, I think for most people who are exposed to the Shastra will know that the highest teaching is always given right at the beginning, and then subsequently there is an elaboration and illumining more areas that makes the first statement or mantra or verse clear. So we look at how it is being elaborated. Rūpam, Nīla Pīta, what was the tune? Nīla Pīta Sthula Sukshma Rasva Dirghadi Bhedataha Nana Vidhani Rūpani Pashye locanam. So the different rūpa that you see, okay, you can see rūpa the person also, but here rūpa means some descriptions are there, colors. So blue and the many shades of blue, Neela, Pita, yellow, so yellow flowers for Vasanta Panchami and so on. Sthula, so something that's grossified. Sukshma, subtle, short and long. Rasva and Dirgha. All these differences, varieties of things. Nana Vidhani, Rūpani. Okay, Sanskrit people who are learning, they can note. Vidhani, Rūpani. Oh, similar, same. Maybe there is a connection. So many different varieties of forms are there. Pashyet, locanam, eyes, ekadha. But the variety of forms that you see, again, we can be in Maldives or we see, if anybody has gone to Govardhan, you expect to see one big mountain. At least I was expecting, because people say, "Arey, Govardhan parikrama." Govardhan, where is Govardhan? Okay, of course I'm making a joke about it, but still, Govardhan is really like not even a hill. Okay, because it has been, and that's what has been said in Kali Yuga, it will keep reducing in size. Then you say, oh, Kedarnath and Annapurna, and just to see the mountain you have to get to a particular height. Okay, so you can imagine. Oh, it's so huge, my God, it's awesome, no? These, like, awesome word is so appropriate for these kind of experience, really awesome. Not because you drank water, oh, awesome, okay, very nice, awesome, okay, if you insist, everything is awesome, no? So, you can be looking at something so tiny, like my nephew, he has a problem with bugs. So he spots one bug on the floor. Bug means very tiny, I don't even know what it's called. It's not a mosquito or a fly. Something is there, one of those things. Bug. What? Where? I cannot see, even with my specs, I cannot see. What bug you're talking about? No, I can see. So I can see it is very tiny, small. But whatever you see, okay, whatever you see, it's big, it's small, the colors are different, but locanam, the eyes that see it, are ekadha. Nothing much happens to the eyes. You know, if you want to listen to rock music, people would ask me, is rock really music? I would say, of course, you don't know the glory of rock music. That's why you are asking the question. Whether you want to listen to rock music or you want to listen to classical music. Ears, ekadha. One set of ears you have, right? So this locanam is to be extended to all our sense organs, right? Whatever you are watching, whether you are watching Netflix or Amazon or any of these other OTT platforms, the nature of entertainment may be different. What you see, what you hear, all that is different, but the sense organs are one, and relatively they stay the same. They are the seer, the witness. Even your tongue. So if you're typical South Indian, you want to finish meals with tair sadam. You want your curd rice. Wherever you go in the world, some people carry also some arrangement they will do so that they can have that. Or you are having very nice vegetarian sushi. Of course, Japanese will argue there is no vegetarian sushi, but never mind. So you are having this sushi. And then you are having all these delicate flavors. Wow, wow, wow. Fine dining restaurant. Different flavors. Jivha is only ekadha, one. Okay. Varieties of taste, flavors. And then same thing with tvak, you know, with your skin. So right now it's pleasant. We are having something like a winter in Mumbai, which we never really had. So now some people, you know, they have gone shopping because, you know, there's no winter wardrobe. Like, you know, when you hear people from Delhi, they saying, okay, now winter's coming, now I have to shop. What do you have to shop for? No, winter wardrobe. What is that? For us, winter is 30-32 degrees, you know. But and that's what it at Mumbai, of course. So 28, oh, very nice, so pleasant. 26, oh, even more pleasant. Then what we have been experiencing in the last 1 month. Oh, so nice, so pleasant. It feels like we are in hill station. Whatever, okay. So the sense that cold, hot, warm, pleasant, etc., etc. Texture, rough, smooth. So you go to these, you know, when you go on yatra, like Kedarnath also, I remember. I don't know whoever designs those blankets, you know. They have those tassels which go into your nose. I don't know why, I don't know who has designed it. And it's right there, you want to feel really warm and snug, and those special blankets, whatever they are, you're not thinking who has used it before you, etc. Just you want to feel warm. Blanket, but tassel in the nose, it just goes. Okay. Anyway, so whether it is that very rough blanket, or like some people travel with comforter. I can sleep only with my comforter. I am really comforted by that. It was very soft and everything. So that also, all different textures, and tvak is ekadha, one only. Okay. So what the second verse is really saying is that the sensations may be different. What you hear may be different. Even what you see or what you're trying to photograph may be different. So if you're a cameraman, you're going to use different lenses, you know, to capture the same, whatever, shot. Or if you're going to watch a 3D, 4D, you know, special glasses. Now when we have virtual reality sets, then we are going to be having more enhanced sense of experience. But whatever, even with that virtual reality set, what we are going to be experiencing are different sights, different sounds, different maybe tastes, different fragrances, and different textures. Okay, so all 5 sense organs. Fragrance also. So whether you are passing through a fish market, or like we used to do in college, so we are, it's been a long day, it's hot and sweaty, then you walk into a perfume store, and then of course you're just testing, because a tester is there, so you want to feel, like so you just walk through a fish market and now, Estee Lauder or whatever it is, so you are smelling lovely fragrances. So this is the beauty. The sense organs stay right there, ekadha, they don't need to change. Whatever you see, that also stays. The eyes don't change. If you're seeing yellow or if you're seeing blue, the eyes don't become blue or don't become yellow. They stay where they are. Eyes ever the drik, and all this is drishyam. Then, really, is that true? Further elaboration. Andhya mandhya patutveshu netra dharmeshu chaikadha sankalpayen manashrotra tvagadau yojyatamidam. The qualities of the eyes are being referred to here. That you thought the eyes are ekadha, one, varieties of sights, and by extension the different sense organs, they are one, but different sensations, experiences, all that. So with respect to all those experiences, the sense organs are the drik. They are the seer, they are the witness. But no, because when it comes to the netra dharma, when it comes to the characteristics, the qualities of the eyes, they are different. So like my nephew will spot a bug anywhere and will start screaming bug, bug, and we are all supposed to jump up and down now because he has spotted a bug. So patut, patu, very sharp eyesight. Or you go to the world's most famous ophthalmologist, gold medalist, and say, I cannot see very clearly, I need glasses. So then what will they do? He will ask you, he'll put some lenses, then he'll say, okay, read the top line, JKLM. Oh, very nice. Okay, read the last line. Is there a last line? I can't see. Oh, there is a last line. Okay, I have put one more lenses. So then he'll put something. Then you see. Ah, okay. Little I can see. I can see LK something. But doctor, you're the specialist. You give me the glasses. I can't give you the glasses. You have to say what you see. Right? So now, who says that I need glasses? The mind tells you that you cannot see when in these conditions, or even tablets, when you see the strip, for whom they write the ingredients, I don't know, but still they write. I mean, that's a part of their job. So all the ingredients that are written on a tablet strip, you can't read it. I don't know what font size it is, but it'll be like 4 or 5 if such a font size even exists. So you're straining. So all this training is andhya. You are able to see that I cannot see clearly, or with my right eye I can see, with my left eye I cannot see. So andhya referring to blindness. Or mandya means dull. Okay, dull eyesight or sharp eyesight. The different dharmas, the qualities of the eyes, netra dharmeshu, what is it that observes or witnesses or is aware of this? It is mānasam. So this manaha, then you tell the ophthalmologist, okay, I think I can see clearly with this. Okay, then he will write down some prescription, something. Okay. So the mind being one, ekadha, manaha, can tell, sankalpayet, can say the different levels of clarity of your eyesight. Now definitely this will apply to all other sense organs also. So you're sitting in one room, suddenly you'll say, I think something is burning, then you will shout out. So whether it is a cook or someone else who's cooking, just check if there is something on the gas, because I can smell something is burning. Then that person will confirm, no, it's not in our house, it's coming from somewhere else. Okay, fine. Or suddenly, when you're watching a movie or something, then in the key scenes, the music starts blaring, or during advertisements, suddenly it starts blaring, okay? So it's so loud, you can't deal with so much noise, my goodness. So then you turn it down. Who is observing all these different, the decibel level or the dullness or the sharpness of the eyes? So here the mind has become the perceiver. Yes? And and the beauty is, even if you have weak eyesight, your mind does not become weak because you have weak eyesight. Just like you can get jaundice, but just because you are seeing something yellow doesn't mean your eyes become yellow. Correct? So your mind is seeing whatever the dharma, your netra dharma, or every time you're having a conversation, sorry, what? Beg your pardon? What did you say? I can't hear you. Okay? So it happens sometimes. And then because your mind is cognizing that I cannot hear clearly. Mind does not take on the dharma of the sense organs. So mānasam is the drik, and all these sense organs are drishyam. So that is what is being said, is that this yojyatam, may you apply all that we have said to shrotra, tvak, adi, etc. Okay? Okay, then who done it? Who is the one, So you started out saying mind, eyes is the drik. Then you say, oh no, only with respect to sights it is the drik, seer. Then with respect to the mind, the eyes are drishyam, seen. Then what about the mind? So then we have one verse for that. Kama sankalpa sandehau shraddha shraddhe dhrititare rir dhir bhirityeva madin bhasayatyekadha chitihi. So different vrittis of the mind are being referred to here. Kamaha, so desire. This verse also is very similar verses there in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad also. Oh, and then by the way, some key verses from Drg-Drshya-Viveka are also found in Saraswati Rahasya Upanishad. So there is such an Upanishad, one of the what we refer to as minor Upanishads. And I thought it was a very beautiful thing that it just so happened that on Vasanta Panchami we are getting to enjoy Saraswati Rahasyam, Drg-Drshya Viveka. Okay. Now whatever made this connection, so who did that? The mind did that. Okay. So kamaha, some aspects of the mind are being referred to. Kamaha, desire. Sankalpaha, certainty, resolve. Sandeha. Did I lock the door? I'm not sure. Go back. Again you're distracted. Oh, did I lock the door? Okay, go back. Or classical doubt, especially as Valentine's Day is approaching. She loves me not. She told you several times, she showed you, no, I'm not sure. Sandeha, doubt, okay. Shraddha. So trust in the Shastra, trust in the Guru, trust in Vedanta. So Shraddha or Ashraddha. So, don't care much for, don't have trust, in the teacher or the Shastra. But it's one kind of a thought, right? Then Dhritihi, this determination, or Itare, this Itare was referring to Ashraddha. Or the opposite of Dhriti, so like opposite of fortitude, yeah. Rihi, being modest or humble. Dhihi. So Dhihi, intelligence. Bhihi, nice, no, it's all rhyming. Hihi, Dhihi, Bhihi. So this Bhihi is fear, bhaya. All this, Adi, okay, etc. What about this? All this is changing. It's there in our minds. And how do we know? We know because ekadha chitihi. Chitihi referring to consciousness. Okay, chitihi has made its grand entrance. Okay, grand entry. Consciousness. We were talking about our experiences, why we landed up here. No, because we are doing Drk-Drshya Viveka. I was just so delighted thinking I was in Maldives, with all the pictures of all these celebrities for the last 2 years who are going and coming to Maldives. I was like, okay, when am I going to go there? And what is all this chitihi? Oh, so ekadha chitihi. Without itself changing, that which illumines all these different aspects of the mind, whatever it is, whatever you are feeling. Even if you talk to somebody who's been diagnosed with some psychological disorder, they will be able to tell you what they are feeling. I'm feeling depressed. I don't feel like getting out of the house. So you ask them, what you're feeling today? So they'll say something, or no, I don't feel anything. Yeah, you're feeling numb. Yes, I think that's what it is. Or you feel like I'm languishing, there's no meaning left in life anymore, etc., etc., whatever, okay? Whatever is being said. How do you know? I think you are very happy. What? You seem to know me more than me. Yes. No, I am telling you what I am going through. So every person seems to know what is happening in their mind. Or they may also say that actually I'm not quite sure what I'm feeling. And maybe I'm feeling mixed emotions. I'm so happy that my friend is getting married. But I'm sad because it reminds me of my single status. You can have mixed emotions, there are very few incidents that have one pure emotion. It's always a mixed bag. So everything you seem to know, or certain memories you are able to tap into, and so on and so forth. So ekadha chitihi is ever, so this is referring to Drigeva natu drishyate from verse 1. Never changing. This is what is Sakshi. Sakshi word was used in the first verse. Now in the fourth verse, we are using the word chitihi. Because the word Sakshi is a referential word. Only if there is a sakshyam, something to be observed, something to be witnessed, then we will use the word Sakshi. Otherwise, what is the nature of Sakshi? You know, otherwise people will think like it's like some CCTV camera. So Sakshi, whatever is happening in this place, like nowadays they are using this, no? If the parents are out working, then they have CCTV camera in the house, so they can see what's happening. You know, if children are being looked after. Or I still have a friend. So when she came to India, and then for her dog who was kept in a pet motel, so anytime she wants to connect with her lab, she will, you know, she has login details, and CCTV is watching means seeing whatever the dog is doing. Then her main thing was, I hope my labu is being treated well, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this Sakshi, does it do anything else? Like, what does it do? Just always watching, you know? I don't know. Sakshi, there's something else that is being said. What is that? So what is that? Do we have to learn what that is? This Sakshi or Chitihi, the nature of it, we can go into only when you see that you are self-evident. So in any language, you know, when you say, like in Kannada we will say Nanu, you know, I am. In different languages you have, you know, me, you may say in Marathi. So I, okay, I, it refers only to I, it doesn't refer to you. Even if we call you I, but still people think, what's wrong with you? Are I hungry? No. I is I. Okay, no confusion there. I am is, it seems like it's a part of, it's a form of verb, to be, right? So to be or to not to be is definitely not the question. I am. I am is a very clear recognition all of us have. What I am, how I am, that Hrithik Roshan can sing. मैं ऐसा हूँ, मैं वैसा हूँ, मैं कैसा हूँ, मैं ऐसा क्यों हूँ, all that is okay. All those lamentations we all have. I am. Was it there before? It's always there. Is it a concept, something, you know, you're thinking about, a construct? No. I am, is it a product of your reasoning? You conclude, you know, as the popular joke goes, that I am married, that means maybe I do exist, I am. Is I am a product of my meditation and my mantra japa and my introspection? I had to go away in solitude to recognize I am this self-evident being. If I had not gone to an ashram, I would have not recognized I am self-evident. Nothing of that sort. Is it a perception? You see, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? Belgian mirror is there. No. You're referring to the body, okay? Is it a product of some process, pranayama, and so on? Nothing. I am. Is it related to you being male, female, non-binary? Nothing. I am. Self-existent, svata siddha, svata prakashaha. Is I am the result of any experience, good, bad, ugly? None. Does I am require any effort? You know, just be. Do you have a standard operating procedure for that? Any SOP? How to be? No, I am. Not dependent on place and time. So about this self-evident being, Chitihi is the word that is being used. And what is the nature of this Chitihi is being said. Then this I am, did you inherit it from your loving parents? No. So I am is very much there, you know. And that is, you are referring to some relation. So then what is this chitihi? Because I am, and then we add, right? Plus, 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 you know, you may have something to say about profession, and then gender, and then the money you have, and then whatever else, okay? Your qualities, and so on and so forth. So this chitihi, that which is svata prakashaha, na nodeti nastamityesha na vriddhim yati na kshayam swayam vibhatyathan bhasayet sadhanam vina. This chitihi, consciousness, na udeti, it is not born. Okay, na jayate, then it is not destroyed also. Na esha, na astam. See, for Surya, we have Suryodaya and Suryastam, right? So there is a sunrise, sunset and all. So it will never, what was that? The sun will not set on the British Empire or some such. So anyway, whatever, some expression. Even the mighty sun, we experience the sun rising and setting. But what about this chitihi? If the mind is dull, if the body is weak, does the chitihi, this consciousness that illumines all this, does it also change? Question. Maybe it does. No. Vidyaranya Muni is saying, no, it doesn't. So, it is never born. Okay, no date of birth. And definitely no date of death also. Always there. Body comes, body goes. And na vriddhi. There is no, no growth prospects. Why? Because it is the limitless. So there is no scope to grow also. Na kshayam. There is no decline also. Then what a boring life. No, it's not boring. Swayam vibhati. Ever shining, ever illumining. As what? Vibhati atha anyani bhasayet sadhanam vina. The mind requires the organs of sight to see, then ears to hear, and so on. What karana, what instrument does chitihi require to illumine the mind? Nothing. Sadhanam vina. But you are doing so much sadhanam, that's okay. Your chitihi is illumining all your sadhanam, okay? Chitihi, consciousness is illumining all that. And it is ever shining. Swayam vibhati. So here, this light is a very popular metaphor that we use. Why? Because it makes everything known. It's like if you go for a walk, you like to go early, and it's just little after dawn, but it's still dark. And then when you go for your walk, you can just see silhouettes. And then because it's a familiar route for you, it's okay. But sometimes you say, okay, I will walk the road less traveled. Then you go. Then you start wondering, oh, in this darkness, maybe I make a mistake. Maybe that's a robber. Some ideas you might have. But when you come back from your walk, you find that everything is lit up. So the trees, the shrubs, the roads, the traffic light also, light is broken, all that is lit up. You are lit up, people are lit up, everyone. All the, the pet owners who are walking their dogs, they are also all lit up. Wow, beautiful. So illumining is making known all that is there. consciousness, chitihi, makes known everything. Sākshī drigeva natu drishyate. Who can we see this? You know, I'm very interested in this chitti consciousness you're talking about. Is there another consciousness that is watching? No. If there was, then we could not have had a clinched cognition. There would be no knowledge because we are waiting, you know, we are waiting. Our eyes are open, but you know, one Sakshi is observing another and all, we don't know how many there are. So we will call it anavastha dosha. Okay, this is not there. Only one Sakshi. One Sakshi? Is it only there in you? You are a special person, that's why? No. Sakshi is present in everyone. Chittihi na udeti na astam, and in each form as though it is illumining their worlds. But one question will be there. If it is not there, I will tell. I think it's just, you know, one part of the mind that is observing the other part of the mind. So there are a few more verses, you know, that will help to clarify that. Because it's got to do with ahankara, it's got to do with I. See, ahankara is atma that is mistaken. So anyway, the next set of verses will explain. I think it's already time. So here is where we stop for this class. What we will go into is why we confuse the mind, the ahankara, for oneself. And that's why so much conflict. So why the confusion and what can we do about it will come in the next class. Okay? Om sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit duk abhag bhavet. Om shanti shanti shantihi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.